Hi, I have this very strong feeling that if you are listening to this right now, you crossed a finish line that you didn't even realize that you were running towards. You might not see the confetti falling yet, and maybe there isn't a marching band outside your window, but energetically, something has clicked. I want to talk to you today not as a teacher, but as someone who is observing the energy, and tell you that I truly believe you have officially shifted. You are now standing in your best timeline right now. It's funny because we usually expect a timeline shift to look like a movie scene. We think the sky is going to turn purple or we're going to wake up in a mansion. But real shifting is way more subtle than that. And honestly, it's way more beautiful. It usually starts with a feeling of quietness. I don't know if you noticed it lately, but that frantic, desperate buzzing noise that used to be in the background of your mind, it might have gone quiet. That constant need to fix everything, that feeling that you're running out of time or that you're doing something wrong, it's just fading. And in this place, there is a strange, ungrounded sense that things are actually working out for you. I want you to look back at the last few months. Think about the things that didn't work out, the doors that slammed in your face, the people who walked away, the plans that fell apart. At the time, it probably felt like a disaster. It probably felt like a rejection. But I want you to look at those moments with a fresh pair of eyes today. Because from where I'm standing, those weren't rejections. Those weren't rejections at all. That was the universe grabbing the steering wheel and swerving you away from a cliff. Every single thing that went wrong was actually a course correction to get you onto this specific path. You were being funneled here. You were being protected from a life that was too small for you, so that you can land in a life that actually fits. You know how I can tell that you're in the best timeline? Because it's not because I see that everything is perfect. It's because your reaction to the imperfection has changed. This is the biggest tell. In the old timeline, if a bill came in unexpectedly, or if someone was rude to you, it would ruin your whole week. You would spiral. You would go into your victim mode. But lately, have you noticed that you just don't? Something happens and you kind of just look at it. You observe it. You might get annoyed for a second. You might get a pit in your stomach for a second. But you don't unpack and live there. You have this underlying confidence that you can handle it. That resilience that you feel is proof that you are operating from a higher level of consciousness. You aren't the character in the tragedy anymore. You're the writer of the story, and you know that the ending is good. I also think you're starting to see synchronicities that are just too weird to be coincidences. It's the little winks from reality. You think of a song and it plays. You need a specific piece of information and it shows up. You look at the clock and it's always 11:11 or 4:44 or whatever. These aren't just random numbers. They're like breadcrumbs. They're the universe saying, keep going. Yes, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. When you are in your best timeline, the friction disappears. You stop having to force the doors open. You just walk up and the handle turns. We are standing in this beautiful new energy, but we keep turning around to stare at our past trauma. We keep telling the world the old stories of how we were hurt, or how we were broke, or how we were abandoned. And when we do that, we freeze and we paralyze ourselves. So fully accept that you are in your best timeline. You have to be willing to let the past go. And I say that with love. I say that with ease. Let it be a memory. But don't let it be an anchor. You don't live there anymore. You don't have to identify as a struggle artist or as a lonely person anymore. That was a role that you played in a previous season. This season has changed. You have to be brave enough, my friend, to admit that you are happy. And that's actually scary for people. We are so used to bonding over our misery that we feel guilty when we're thriving. Don't feel guilty. Your joy heals the world more than your suffering ever could. I want you to wake up tomorrow morning and treat it like a simulation that has been hacked in your favor. Walk around your house with the assumption that everything is rigged to help you. If you hit a red light, assume it's stopping you from an accident. If a meeting gets canceled, assume it's freeing up your time for a better idea. When you adopt this paranoid optimism, where you are paranoid that the universe is plotting to make you rich and happy, you lock in the timeline. You become a match for the miracles. Play games like that, my friend, and be ready for things to move fast. That's the other signature of this timeline, speed. The universe loves speed. In the dense, heavy timelines of struggle, manifestation can take years. Your programming blocks it. But in this high vibration timeline, the gap between I want it and I have it gets very, very short. So be careful what you think about. Your thoughts are becoming instant blueprints. If you focus on problems, you'll print problems. But if you focus on gratitude, you'll print money, relief, happiness. You're going to print a life that looks like magic to everyone else. I really want you to feel this in your chest. You made it. The hardest part is behind you. You survived the nights where you didn't think you could keep going. You survived the confusion. You survived the loneliness. You didn't give up. And because you didn't give up, you arrived here. This is the harvest. This is the part where the plot twists in your favor. So take a deep breath. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. You don't have to fight anymore. The current is moving in your direction. All you have to do is lift your feet and let it carry you. You are safe, you are supported, and you are officially and finally in the best timeline of your life. So welcome home. And like the video if you'd be so kind, and check out the pinned comment to support the channel. We have a really cool bundle linked there. And comment down below. 2026 is my year for abundance and health. Enjoy, and catch you when we align once again. Thank you for watching.